Hello. Hi. Um, welcome. That's it. That's all I got.
No, AJ, you gotta yell it. Do your best me impression.
I'm not
Hello,
yell-
everybody, and welcome. Say it.
I'm not yelling at like 10:30 at
But
night.
do like a whisper yell. Hello, everybody, and welcome.
No. Just
Aw,
hi.
but that's my signature.
This is a chill stream, Meso. We chill, we vibing. We're gonna doodle. We're gonna chat. Well, you guys are gonna chat. I'm probably gonna be sat here in silence.
No, you chat, AJ,
No,
chat.
you AJ
Be-
chat.
When do I
I
ever
was
chat?
thinking that I was going to be the one in silence and everybody else is going to talk, so this is kind of awkward.
When in history
AJ,
have I ever
who's
sat on a podcast and chatted for a really long time?
Thank
Why not
God
make
me and
today
Meso
the
can't
first
draw,
one?
am I right?
Ninjago
I might-
Seabound, Ninjago
I might
cast.
crash the stream. I don't
What?
know. Anyway, who are we? Who do we have with us today, AJ? Introduce us.
I don't know, a lot of people. Is Sakota and Meso and Josh and Ulti and Clem and
There you go.
yeah,
And
Well-
you.
gangs all here.
I might. So can anyone just join this like shared canvas?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. We've
I might join. But I
Oh,
what I'm actually going to be doing for most of this stream, even though it's kind of cheating, I'm going to be like building because I need to be doing that.
art stream, Meso.
Yeah, I know, but like me
SMA.
know art good, me have sets in backlog to build. I need to seize the day. And
He
build
was so real for this.
Yeah. However, I think I might have to grace you guys with a single Meso drawing.
Mm,
Oh,
Maybe.
nice.
very interesting.
How's
Sorry, which is the coolest hero factory? Open question, I suppose.
Did you just say what is the coolest hero factory?
He means
is the
the
coolest
villain
hero
factory, right?
I think, like, I don't know, the coolest hero factor was probably the building that was, like, the right side up and not the upside down one.
I think the red one is pretty cool.
Dude,
The red
I'm
one
gonna,
hero factory.
I'm gonna kill you, Josh.
Right, good.
My favorite one is whichever one was yellow.
Okay, which
I
one's your
voted-
favorite hero factory character though?
Evo.
Evo? Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, who else was it gonna be? I was gonna be like,
Meso's
Okay,
yours
it's
probably
Rocket.
Stringer, right?
Of course. He's Jimmy Stringer and he has a guitar. Except people like Var and Vin don't think he has a guitar because they're idiots. That was the longest running debate, was if Stringer actually had a guitar or not.
It's
what else was it?
specifically about Breakout Stringer, right?
Yes, Breakout
Yeah.
Stringer. Var and Vin always said it wasn't meant to be anything, it was just a cannon.
Nah, I'm
Because-
pretty
and I
sure
like
it's a
it just-
guitar.
It's
so
very obviously a guitar.
I mean, it is a
They
cannon.
were like,
can shoot, right?
no, but we are musical experts, and the spokes are pointing the wrong way. A flying V is supposed to go the other way. We
Yeah,
were
but I
like,
mean-
that's so cringe.
That's
like-
a very specific hill to die on.
There's also like
Maybe
literally guitars that do look like that.
It's
They're
a
just not always
flying
common.
A.
Clef, I don't want to hear that's a very specific hill to die on when you've died on like ant hills for less.
So I'm gonna post in the patron chat, which you guys can join if you go to patreon.com/the TTV channel and pay $1 to join our patron only Discord server where you too can see me post random Hero Factory characters. We have a few people here. This is the character Jimmy Stringer from Hero Factory. He is a musician. He is a guy who does sonics. To me, this is pretty obviously a guitar, but this was a point of contention among TTV.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a guitar.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm
Like,
among
like,
sane people.
It even has like a specific like handle for it to hold it like a guitar.
Yeah. No, I
name
feel that.
Stringer.
Yeah, his name is Stringer, Jimmy Stringer. So I mean, it's not very subtle.
Well, this was for some reason a controversial point, so I'm glad I'm among sensible people.
Okay, but Alexander Conklin in the YouTube chat asks, well, Mesa, what do you think about Ven and Var besides the guitar thing?
What do I think about them? They're
Yeah.
my friends. I love them. Vid and Var are cool. They're awesome. Lucia says, some of the breakout designs went beyond just being good Lego sets. They were good character designs as well. I mean,
Yeah,
I would hope that
ideally.
the two are mutually exclusive. Like, there were a lot of good character designs in HF. I mean,
Dude,
a lot of the heroes are cool. Witch Doctor.
Evo's tank arm was so Basada. Huh?
Yeah, the tank arm. We love the tank arm. Did I miss Hero Factory so much?
I mean,
I wanna cry.
I don't know if I like miss it, but I don't know if I miss it.
I miss it. Dark Takanuva, did people think it wasn't a guitar? Specifically Vin and Var. Not to like throw them under the bus, but to intentionally throw them under the bus. Yes, they like it was on Brick Feeds, it was on TTV podcasts. They were like, Meso and Elder, you're so dumb. It's not a guitar, you're uncoping. Mange too, actually. Sorry, Tenebrae Invictus.
Dang,
He
call
also
out time.
didn't think it was a guitar. So yeah. You call out all the former hosts.
Let's say that hypothetically there was like a hypothetical podcast for a hypothetical reboot of Hero Factory. Would the hypothetical brick-built stringer, who may hypothetically have long or short legs, have a guitar that was also a gun?
I would hope
What?
so.
Hypothetically.
Dude, I just had like war
Can we
flashbacks. to
can we
shit.
find out who's the designer of that set and ask them?
I have looked for many years. I don't think there is a designer on file on Brickset.
Dang.
But let me look again just in case they've added it.
Yeah, I mean they've been a
sure.
lot more better about like listing designers recently.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you just ask Faber, he'll give you a really long answer that doesn't actually answer the question.
You see, the guitar actually came from the Well of Time, and it's actually the same guitar that was used in the Rock She Rock.
Well, he was. Oh my god.
So true.
Well, he wasn't like involved with Breakout, so
He
much
wasn't?
like the Villain Factory, probably not canon.
Was Faber not involved in Breakout?
Not directly.
Why
don't
not?
think.
So, like Faber's
Past like Faber's involvement, like really from what I am to understand, began and ended with like the story Bible, and from that point on, Advance just did like key visuals and like
Okay.
concept phasing. Like he didn't actually like do much in terms of like set design or like story.
I mean, yeah,
or-
he's the set
Yeah.
designer.
maybe
So
I'm wrong on that.
he was out of the running quite early, yet some delusional fans continue to believe that some of his ideas, such as the Villain Factory, mind you, are canon.
Well, of course I are, LT. Christian Faber said it is.
Oh wait, Mesa, we talked about this before we started recording. Was Breakout on the planet where the Hero Factory is, or is that a different planet?
Breakout was on different planets. You're thinking of Invasion?
No,
from
I
Below.
mean, Invasion from Below. Sorry, yeah.
That's Invasion from Below was on the same planet. I think it was just a
Okay.
different city.
Okay. Oh, so it's a different city. The ulti
Oh.
then they
You
wouldn't
see,
hit the
Rude.
Villain Factory
Rude.
underground.
The Villain Factory was under your Villain Factory is in another castle.
I'm gonna like look it up and it's gonna be like, oh, Invasion from Below was on like planet
Probably.
X212293.
AJ, I watched Hidden Side for you. Would you watch Hero Factory for me?
No.
Hero Factory is pretty good.
It's
I-
so
I-
short, AJ. It's 6 episodes. It's
You already
funny.
showed me.
It's a
What
lot
was it
more
you
than
showed me?
6.
Like, you might have shown me an episode before, actually.
If I did, I
don't-
feel I would remember that.
Well, I
There
remember
are 11
watching something.
episodes.
Like, I know we did that
Still not
weird
bad.
radio show thing, but then there was something else.
I
Okay, well,
watched
you
HF
remember the radio
FM.
show, so
Best
Well, I remember
part.
the other thing as well. Don't come in here being like, oh, if I showed you something, I remember it. Nah, I know we watched something.
you know what? I will give it to AJ here. We did. You are absolutely correct. September 15th, 2019, you watched the first episode of Rise of the Rookies. And then
Yeah.
we did watch Hero Factory FM before that. Wow. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
when are we gonna
watch more of it.
No.
Especially like the
Oh,
first
soon, I
episodes of
hope.
Hero Factory are really fun.
Well,
I like
Um,
I like the episode with the villain conversion.
are we
The
Clev,
villain factory core.
Clev and I and some friends watched all of Rise of the Rookies like 2 months ago, and like the voice acting's good.
They have
It doesn't
Mark
really hold
Hamill.
up.
Yeah,
sadly.
they have
Hamill?
some like they have like a surprisingly star-studded cast.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
that's
true.
right. Mark Hamill's in it.
Yeah, he's
Mark
Von
Hamill's
Nebula.
in it. Like Starscream from the Transformers like cinematic movies is from it, and he is like an actual actor. I think one of the guys who voices like it might be in like Meltdown is just like
Yeah.
a classic actor that had like a role in Breaking Bad or something.
Really?
What?
That's funny.
All right, guys.
Are
I'm
they?
entering the drawing
on.
for.
I have to give this one a Google.
So is drawing 8. Oh, it's gotta be Jimmy Stringer.
It's gotta be on brand, bruh. I have no clue how to draw. I'm such a bad artist. You have no idea.
Being better than most AI artists.
No.
Most.
Oh. AJ taking shots. AJ, how do you feel about the state of the industry right now?
Ugh. Pain and
Yeah.
suffering, endless weeping. Gonna throw myself out a window and cry.
I feel like every week it's just a new like terrible thing.
every time. Like, what's the most recent one? Was it the DreamWorks one? Where
Yes, where they said they were like
half the
closing a
people got
studio.
laid off. Yeah.
Oh, was
Oh.
that? Yeah. I forgot
A bunch
about
of people
this.
got laid off, and they're gonna everything they do from now on after Wild Robot releases is gonna be outsourced rather than in studio.
That is like so terrible. I cannot
Yeah.
believe that.
We can't win ever.
No. I'm sorry. The industry sucks right now. It's very sad what
So
things
true,
have come to.
true. It's fine. I'll just sit here and draw Hatsune Miku. All will be fine.
Yay. Keep calm and Miku on.
Dude, you know how years ago I bought that Project Diva Megamix on Steam because it was on sale, and I was like, I might as well get this.
Yeah.
And I never touched it. Well, I got so bored earlier today. I was like, you know what? Let's crack out the Project Diva because it's been so many years, and it has. I'd forgotten that it was a game that had like so many songs in it. Like, it wasn't just from the game I had played; it was from like every game. So it has like over. I think it's about 150 songs on there.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And the only problem is, which is really stupid, it recognizes that my controller, like, it recognizes it, but it swaps the buttons around. So when it asks me to press circle, it actually wants me to press X and vice versa. And it does the same with triangle and square. So I've had to revert to, instead of using that side of my controller, to using the like directional keys.
Cringe.
Because otherwise I get confused.
Cringe.
Swapped around. And if you go into controls and try to fix it, it says that it's the right ones, but it isn't. So I have to like figure out, like, swap them all around and figure it
That
out.
is so sad.
But I played for like a solid hour earlier, so
I mean, pop off. At least
Yeah.
you're making it work. That's so epic.
it's fun. It's very fun. They've updated some of the maps, so like even easy mode is a little bit like harder than it used to be. Like, rather than all of the buttons just being circle, they put like all of them in there, and there's some extra little bits. And
Oh
it's just-
yeah.
yeah,
Now you too can be a pro gamer.
So true, surreal.
AJ, could you
Messa.
advise me on how to use this program? Can I like fill in with a certain color? Is that-
Yes, how do
But I hope you
make
closed all the
one?
lines, otherwise the whole canvas will.
Why,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
why
gotta
does
get
your
the
Jimmy
chocolate
Stringer
line.
look like the Titan from Season of Dawn?
Don't worry about it. I'm trying. All right.
Doing great.
Where is he?
I'm
Oh,
already done. I'm finished.
Oh, that does look
I feel
cool.
like Klep's gonna add the villain factory underneath.
He's fighting off Clem.
You should look at a certain character on Furno's chest.
No.
No, it's villain Furno.
Why is that V
Uh,
like that?
How do I do it, AJ? Tell me.
It's an evil
What?
V.
You're trying to use fill bucket, right?
Yeah, how do I do that?
So underneath the racer on the side, on the left-hand side of the toolbar, there's a little bucket with like a water drop coming out of it.
Cool.
That's
Thank
fill bucket.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I apologize in advance if I ruin your drawings.
What do I spell?
I will hate you
Okay.
forever and all eternity.
Dark Takanuva in the patron chat has said, "Dear God, fun of the anti-quasical. But do you remember what quasar is according to Christian Faber?"
That's a very loaded question because apparently it's like every MacGuffin and every Lego theme ever.
Yep.
Yes, Favor is just like, it's everything. Every theme is connected.
All
I
the
love
energy
Faber.
crystals.
Including like Lego Star Wars, apparently.
Yes.
The Kyber crystals is quasar.
This isn't a lightsaber. This is the quasar saber.
So
The
wait,
brightest stars
okay,
have
so if this works in Star Wars lore, you can make a Kyber crystal bleed to make like a red Sith lightsaber. Is that how you make a villain core?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. This is my new hero. His name is Luke Skywalker. His weapon is the quasar saber.
Yes. I am so ready. Dude, I love Faber. He is doing his best.
I think the video was really fascinating. I love to hear how he like describes things and how he thinks about things. It's very interesting.
I really like that he's definitely sort of leaning into being absolutely insane.
True. I'm very happy with how my art is coming along.
Art. That looks fun. It needs a guitar though.
I'm working on it.
What did
Actually
they
needs a
think
cannon.
it was?
They literally didn't think it was anything. They were just like, it's just a cannon. It's just meant to be like a big gun. And if you think it's a guitar, you're crazy. And they weren't memeing either. They're being dead serious. And everyone was like, are we being gaslit right now? It's obviously. Like,
Oh my god, if you hit H, you can flip the canvas.
Wait, really?
Yeah. We love flipping canvases
the
and
gas
seeing all the
is-
anatomical errors.
yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna have to do this whole thing unflipped.
There is like a button on the top as well that you can use to rotate and flip the canvas. Like it's where the two arrows
Oh
are,
my god.
directional arrows.
The program does not like doing short lines.
Okay, Lucia says in the YouTube live chat, Meso really captured Jimmy Stringer's buff manlet energy.
That's it. That's what I'm
Um,
really trying for. Sorry. Thank you.
Also,
Oh, no.
Ice Master says, Meso, rank your drawing skills on a scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, I'm obviously the best one, so 11.
Okay. Samuel
humble.
Frew says, I wonder if that's how they made anti-quasar. Is that in reference to Kyber?
Quasar? No, anti-quasar is a thing that exists
What?
in the story that I forgot about until this very second.
Which one was that from?
Hold on. You're telling me there's another
From
thing
the-
I could
it's
have
from
been
the books,
linking to
right?
the villain factory this whole time?
Yes. So anti-Quaza was introduced in Breakout, and it was right before the villain factory was mentioned. According to the Heropedia wiki, anti-Quaza is a strange mineral used by Black Phantom that reverses the effect of Quaza. He used it to shut the mission managers down and then entered the assembly tower to destroy it by hooking himself up to the Hero Factory's power system. That is
Okay.
all. That is all we know.
Oh,
Nothing
interesting.
else.
And Alexander Conklin asked, "What's a Quasar saber?" I mean, that was just a goof on lightsabers from Star Wars. And Lucia says, "I've been receiving less commission requests ever since the advent of AI art. I don't know if there is a direct correlation, but it certainly doesn't put my mind at ease."
That's really sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know the artists among us are definitely worried about the state of things.
The artists, what?
Among Us.
I'm being serious.
You threw seriousness to the wayside the moment you mentioned the A word.
You threw it to the
Wow.
wayside the moment you invited Clev.
Also, for the people on the YouTube chat, I'm the one like who controls what you see. So if you want to see anyone's art in more detail, let me know. You can zoom in.
Ask for mine.
I'm zooming in on yours probably most of the time.
Super
Alright.
chat to show Messo's art.
Here's
Yes.
Messo's art.
Alti, which is the most villainous weapon, do you think?
Clev, what do you
What's the
mean?
What's the evil phone I have?
The anti-Quasar saber.
True.
You're so right!
The most villainous weapon. I was supposed to be building Lego, but I've gotten sidetracked.
You even said to
haven't
me, I
even-
remember you saying this, like you were gonna be building Lego, but you said you'd eventually get like distracted or something from it. You'd end up like doing something else.
Yeah, I didn't even make it that far. I
You
was
can't-
in the box. Yeah.
You can't stop drawing before he has his guitar gun.
I was gonna say, you're not even at the main part yet.
Ice Master says, "When's the Among Us podcast?"
Oh,
That's
if I have
too
anything to say about it.
That's too powerful.
You know, Horse Among Us is coming back, Meso.
Oh God, you're right.
No, yeah, April Fool's is only like 4 days away.
I
That's
didn't even
wild,
think of
actually.
that.
I totally forgot. Man, art's kind of fun, actually.
So true, so real.
Don't
I love
lie to
doing it.
me.
Meso artist arc. Alexander Conklin asked, "What do you get when you cross Var, Ven, and Mech?"
Varenzo?
Varenzo.
Varenza. New OC just dropped.
You're gonna draw Varenzo next.
No, I'm not drawing anything after them.
Okay.
I have work to do. I got ninjas to go.
Oh yeah, which ones?
The Kai mech. Yeah, Kai's elemental fire mech versus Wolf Warrior mech.
That's the best one out of the new mechs, in my opinion.
I kind of like the coal one.
Build the Kai one, you'll see. It's just so well covered from all sides compared to the others. Except for the back, they all don't really have.
I really wanted to get the Kai one with the pistons on the legs, but everything I see about it in like reviews is like
Really?
no posability.
I mean,
And it kind of
it doesn't have knees or elbows. Yes.
and the extra arms are kind of like
Yeah, the extra arms are kind of just
They're-
like
they're
Technic
s-
beams. But I think the ankle posability is really nice. I feel like you can do more with that than with most knees and mechs. Because a lot of the bigger mechs with knees, you can't really pose the ankles, so you can't really make them like stand well when you bend the knees.
It's a good point.
Yeah. So I feel like you can kind of do more with this than with like if it didn't have the ankles, but instead. But also, I think I've seen some very cool fixes online to give it knees.
Epic. I'll have to look into that. All right. I am done.
Those are. I'm a stringer.
I think
He's
it's epic.
jamming.
He's jamming out.
More like jamming stringer.
Jamming string.
Blah, 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 blah.
The name is a Jimi Hendrix reference, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
believed to be.
Are all the Hero Factory names references?
No, they are not.
Okay.
The sad part is that I am. Leo says, "Mess of the back of the guitar looks like a giant whisk."
Kind of does.
It's
The
like
sad part is
Daleks.
Cooking
I've
with
been-
Stringer.
It's been so long since I watched Hero Factory, I forget a lot of Stringer quotes. I only remember two. I remember, "It's Rotor," which was a meme for many years. It's where my Discord, not my Discord, my YouTube profile.
My
picture
favorite
comes from.
Stringer quote I always remember is, "Now where did I park my hero pod?"
Now where did I park my hero pod? And then of course the ever iconic "Born Ready, Furno."
Oh, true.
Is that what he sounds
Uh,
like?
Yeah, he has the country accent.
Oh god.
He just a rocker and roller, high rolling in the hero world.
Ethan Malone just asked, "Do you guys have thoughts on the Micro Ninjago city sets?" I have thoughts.
I have thoughts too, but right after this song break. No, I'm kidding.
I
What are your
ordered
thoughts?
all the pieces from Pick a Brick, so I'm basically just gonna build my own without buying the official one, and I want to see how that works. I got the first order, but I'm waiting for the more specialized pieces, and I had a lot of the pieces already, so I didn't need to order all of them. But if you order all of them, it's like $35, which I think is
It's
a
really
bit
not that bad.
much for what you get, but I think it's better than
Better than like the
having to get so many VIP points, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't it equate to like $60 in like points, or like, am I wrong? Was
I
it?
think
was it
it's
more than
no,
that?
I think it's less. But yeah. But I mean, I think the hard part is just like you have to buy so much stuff to get that many points, and then there's gonna be 3 more of these, so it's like
Yeah,
it's gonna have
it
that
really,
much points. Yeah.
They really cranked it up to 11 with this whole thing.
I would rather use my points for discounts.
I think I did the math, and I don't want to say something wrong. But I think if you use your points for discounts, it's not really worth it because like. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say something wrong. How much is But yeah.
We
I
won't hold
usually-
you to
I
it,
us-
Dakota. Give your opinion.
No, I want to check if I'm right because I think if I remember correctly that if you use your points as discounts, like the price of getting the pieces is more than you would get as a discount basically, so it's not, if you have the points it's worth getting it. But if you don't have the points then you might want to get the
Well,
piece.
I'm not gonna buy I'm not just gonna buy stuff just to get points.
Yeah, no, of course, but if you already
usually-
have the points, then I think it's smarter to use them than to use them on like money discounts for other sets basically.
But like I got $70 off right now. And I could
Okay.
use that to buy the D&D set.
Yeah.
Your mileage may vary. Paleozoic Bricks in the patron chat So GWP is a scam. I will die valiantly on that hill. Do you mean in general, or do you mean like this specific one?
I mean, it kind of is. I kind of get it.
In
It's
general, or this specific one?
In general, I kind of get it. Why it seems customer unfriendly. It's definitely like, it forces you to buy directly and shop at home. It's kind of like a FOMO thing where it's limited time only. So I kind of get why it's like customer unfriendly. I kind of agree. But sometimes we get nice stuff we couldn't get otherwise. So it's a double-edged sword.
But I will. I am predisposed to being biased towards GWPs because of the
Bionicle.
Tahoe one.
Yeah.
But I do agree that in general I'm not a fan, and like it's not that I wouldn't have preferred just getting that set normally, but I'm glad that it existed as a platform to allow us to get something we wouldn't have otherwise, I guess, if that makes sense.
Oh,
But in general, it's not good.
I fact checked what I said. So, the Ninjago Micro Ninjago City is 2,700 points. For 3,000 points, you get like $20 off. So if the Ninjago pieces for the Ninjago model cost like 35 euros, so you're definitely better off getting it with the points if you have the points.
Yeah, but I also I'm not
but
gonna part out the D&D set or hypothetically whatever set
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like if you buy the pieces and get the D&D set with your discount, you're probably like not making as good of a deal as if you like got the model with your points and then like spent the money on the D&D set you would have used for the pieces. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
Yeah.
It is needlessly like complex. I wish we didn't have to be this granular with it. So, bleh. So of plastic, I think Bricks by Mind mentioned on Twitter, you also have to get the Ninjago City Mini with something else.
Yes, that's with all VIP rewards, they don't just ship them to you. You need to buy something else, so they ship it with it.
Oh, I see.
Same for like the Bionicle hat, for example, if you want to get that. So you have to buy something to get the GWP shipped with. Also, I think the Ninjago, the Micro Ninjago City is sold out. At least,
lovely.
Dang,
at least I heard that like people are waiting for theirs, and they're like on back order or something, or it takes a while to get or something like that. It might be region specific too. Oh yeah, I'm really interested to see like how fast they're gonna release them all 4, and how many points all of them are gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys well versed with technology or dual monitor setups?
No.
I have a dual
what are you
monitor
trying to do?
setup.
Thankfully.
I'm having a weird issue.
What is
And
your
it
issue?
was happening while I was like gaming last night, but it's also now happening when I was just like scrolling on Discord. I have my 2 monitors, and randomly my active monitor will just switch to my second one.
Oh,
That is
So
weird.
like I'm typing a message, for
Did
instance,
you-
in Discord on my primary monitor, and then all of a sudden it will just like stop because the cursor is gone because it's like on my second monitor.
Check the cables is the first thing I do. Like a cable
Alright.
is a bit loose.
Gotcha. Thank you, Aaron. I will do that because, yeah, it's not like the monitor's cutting out. It's just like if the screen stays on, it just the cursor switches over. But I will. I'll check cables after this. It's not the end of the world. I'll make it through the stream. But after that, I got some troubleshooting to do.
sorry, I have to circle back to Hero Factory.
Oh my
By all
God,
means.
man.
I realized no, I meant to ask something when it was brought up earlier, but I forgot. So someone mentioned anti-quasar,
Yes.
but like, and so what? It disrupts the effects of quasar.
Yes, that is all we know about it. Next question.
Could you not use anti-quasar to just like fix Witch Doctor?
Oh.
Well, his was like
Like,
special Quasar, you know?
That's
right,
point, Clem.
but like it's still quasar.
But you see, the heroes don't have access to the anti-quasar because the anti-quasar was likely only created by the villain factory people because Black Phantom has it.
All I'm hearing is that whoever would have made such a villain factory would definitely have access to it and could provide it
I see.
to the heroes.
But why would he want to if he's pulling the strings?
Because it's all a part of a greater scheme, Meso, that we aren't privy to.
That's so. Here's the thing that you're failing to understand. When Kleb asks these questions, you just ignore him.
No, I like talking about Hero Factory. No one else will talk about it with me.
Yeah, I like talking about Hero Factory. I don't enjoy fending off like hypothetical questions about the villain factory.
Why not? That's fun.
It's fun, but like Clem and I were just like in a voice chat for like 4 hours, and I was just like minding my own business, and then like every like 2 minutes you'd be like, Balti, hypothetically, the villain factory, and then just ask like the same thing again like 2 minutes later.
But we love the villain factory.
I never read the HF books. I like the Bionicle books, but are the HF books worth reading, even though they probably have like a very unsatisfying ending?
Well,
I enjoyed
like,
a few of them.
my only knowledge of like the HF books is that Core Hunter isn't in the TV show because he gets a whole book to himself.
That's
Yes,
cool.
that is true.
So if you like Core Hunter,
I like his design.
Greg was going in the route of like a political conspiracy. That's what he was building to, and
That's
he never
cool.
really got to that point because they just stop abruptly. But yes, I mean, by sheer factor of existing and not being the TV show, the books are better than the TV show. As much as I love the TV show, it's got some cheese, you know. The
TV
books
show
are
is
better.
Yeah, I mean,
the TV show is like all right, it's like all right, mid, based, all right, mid.
Yeah, basically. Except I hate Invasion from Below with a passion.
Don't worry, Invasion from Below was in the mid category.
I wouldn't even be that generous.
I mean, yeah. My favorite thing about Invasion from Below is they did the Mari mini movie thing where everyone's voiced by the same person, except instead of being like a 2-minute
Oh,
commercial, it's a 22-minute TV episode.
What?
Yeah.
Clem, did you not watch Hero Factory at all?
So
No.
Wait, what?
Kleb's only exposure to like the TV show is what we watched with him, but I firmly put my foot down by the time we got to Ordeal of Fire, because I'd spent like the entire runtime of the previous 4 episodes fending off, and how does this relate to the villain factory?
Wait, so Clem is just passionate about the villain factory, but he hasn't even seen all of Hero Factory ever.
Yes, and that's why I hate talking to him about it.
I'm in my like Hero Factory discovery era, and it's all thanks to the villain factory.
It's like totally deluded.
No, I mean it's a good thing. Like Faber basically wanted it to be like a Star Wars for babies, and I like really respect that. Like Order 66 and like the Clone Army. That's basically what he wanted it to be. So pop off.
But who are they? Who? No, I don't like that.
That's
Who
what
are
it
they
is.
possibly Order 6060 against?
The
Because
heroes.
but the heroes would be the one Order 66ing, because Order
No, no, no.
66 is like the good guys turn evil. It's not, oh, by the way, there's a bunch of secret bad guys that actually weren't really a secret because you've been fighting most of them for the last 5 seasons. What?
Army of secret heroes.
But that they did that. It happens, and it was me.
Anyway,
Clem.
Clem. To answer your question, actually, yes.
Yeah.
In the very last year of the story, they fire all the voice actors, and they just get like 1 or 2 people from like Ghost to dub everyone.
And then they
Oh my
thought it was
God.
such a good idea, let's do it for Bionicle G2.
Unironically, yes.
Was Breeze even voiced by like
She was
female
voiced by a
voice actor?
woman. Yes.
Okay, because all I remember was like Surge suddenly became Australian because like the single guy that was voicing the rest of the heroes had to like pull an accent out.
Well, no, I don't think it's quite as much as I would like to meme and say they're all voiced by the same person. I don't actually think they are. I think we have full credits, and it's like 3 people, which isn't much better, but it is technically better.
Also, like all the heroes have like a static effect on their like voices that makes it really hard to tell them apart.
Did they
I mean-
remove the episode from YouTube?
No.
Invasion from Below?
Surely not.
Dark Takanuva posted the short version, but that's only like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
Invasion.
not seeing it.
Last time I watched Hero Factory stuff, I think Invasion from Below on YouTube.
Yeah,
What?
it goes up to.
But it might also be a region lock.
No, I found I found it. But it is literally like it is off the Lego channel. It's only watchable on Touch Gameplays
Okay.
channel. And get this, it's a cutscene compilation from the Invasion from Below app game
Oh,
that
it does
just
have the
so
credits in
happens
it.
to constitute the full episode. But yes, we can see the credits.
Oh
There
no.
were like a few voice
God.
actors.
Oh god.
Favors in the cuts. Okay, yeah, it's not quite as bad. There's a few people, but there is some overlap. Like Bulk and Furno are voiced by Chad Rendau. Surge and Evo are voiced by Justin Murphy. Raka is Christopher Smith. Breeze is Karen Strassman, and that's it. That's like 4 people voicing like
Why
7
is
heroes.
Aaron Strassman a familiar name? I think she's like an actual voice actor.
I was thinking the same thing.
Karen Strassman. Let's see. Wikipedia. Filmography. Rurouni Kenshin. A bunch of anime. The Big O. Yeah, she's in like a lot of anime. Like a lot. I'm sure
Wow.
there's something in here you recognize.
What is
Ghost
it,
in the
Gundam?
Shell, Bleach, Code Geass, Gurren Lagann, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn.
Oh, Basado, Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn numero uno.
Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, Sword Art Online 2. It's just so weird seeing that and then seeing like Hero Factory. Natalie, yeah, that is what the faces look like under the helmets.
Ew.
You are
What?
so right.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Clive,
Yes, Aldi.
why have you drawn the How looking like this?
What? What did you say, Aldi? Tahu is like investigating a cave system.
No, Clive, please.
And there's a villain running amok.
Meso,
Evil Furno after the villain factory has turned him into a villain.
Meso, what are your thoughts on like the whole angle of like the villain factory being to make money for the Makuta to like go send back to the Matoran universe.
No, we
But-
don't know that that's for money is being funneled.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be to make money.
Yeah, but like, why? What's the purpose?
I mean, assume for a second Faber's crackhead view of reality is how it is, which it isn't. But assume for a second it is. I would imagine whatever Makuta that is has like given up on going back and is just trying to make the best of what the world he's in now. And instead of like trying to take it over and rule with an iron fist, you know, how do you do that in like modern society? Capitalism.
But he made the society.
Yes, he is creating a world where he can be the top dog and be the rich one.
So what you're saying is that Hero Factory is created from the descendants of Bionicle.
Yes.
Sounds an awful lot like a script I once read.
Oh,
or rather, had
Bobby!
read to me.
no, I know the one. Oh boy.
Bionicle Revolution.
We just couldn't
So
see
funny.
it.
Yes, that is the one. All right, I think it's time we do an art check. How are we doing, AJ? So you've completed your drawing.
Yeah.
Miku herself. What are you drawing now? Give the adoring fans some hints.
I a One Piece character.
OMG, John One Piece himself.
Uh,
Whomst.
you know who?
Uta or Law.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
literally just saw the brim and I knew who it was.
No, you're right. I guess.
I
Like,
didn't give it away, to be honest.
I should have put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, messing.
Josh, yours is looking excellent.
Thank you. I'm drawing them all from memory.
Impressive.
I've seen these characters for thousands of hours. I
Ulti,
know
draw
what they all
something else. This is
look
an
like
art
now.
stream. Draw a third image.
Oh my god, please, I just want to play Final Fantasy.
You
Leave
and
me
me
alone.
both.
I have to play 2 of them now.
Oh, you're so epic. Dual wielding Final Fantasies.
I know I've become exactly what I hated like 10 years ago. Oh, I'll never play Final Fantasy. That's for weebs. I specifically hate Cloud Strife and also the MMO one.
Dude, I love Cloud Strife. But like, so my hot take about Final Fantasy 7 is that like Cloud is the worst character in it.
Cloud is like my favorite. I really like him.
I'm so sorry.
Well, like, I don't know. The whole thing is like on a surface level, he's like extremely cool.
He is cool.
On the level below that, he is like incredibly stupid.
I feel like he's very dumb, and he's also like a jerk. The amount of times because I was streaming it to Mary while I played, and she was just like Cloud was like constantly mean.
Yeah, but he is like constantly mean because he's like extremely socially inept.
That is true.
And I think that's funny. He reminds me of Laios from Dungeon Meshi. In that regard.
Mary says, "I just hate Final Fantasy." Heart emoji.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Mary's the #1 Final Fantasy hater.
This just in, chat. There's a new #1 Mary hater.
Oh, she says, "Good."
Did you know that the critically acclaimed?
Do the sales pitch?
Oh my god. I pre-ordered Dawn Trail yesterday.
I don't even know what that is. I'm
That's the
guessing an
new
expansion.
That's the new DLC. Imagine, if you will, that Destiny got an expansion that was good and people wanted to play it.
I mean, if you pre-ordered it, you don't know if it's good yet, right?
Yeah, but like, imagine, if you will, if Destiny had an expansion with good marketing that made you want to buy it.
Isn't that the problem with Destiny expansions?
What, that no one
That
wants
they
to buy them?
typically have good marketing and
But,
trick
like,
people into buying them.
I don't know, like, the marketing has been mid ever since the one before Shadowkeep. No, the one before Witch Queen.
What
Uh-huh.
marketing was so good about Final Fantasy that made you want to pre-order?
Right.
What are the hype new gameplay innovations?
Was there new classes?
Oh, Strand!
Oh god, they're called Viper and Pictomancer.
Pictomancer?
Yes, you can kill enemies by painting like explosions.
That's
Is that
cool.
like that thing on Nintendo DS?
Yes, but if it was based,
What is that called? What am I thinking of?
PictoChat.
PictoChat. PictoChat.
What's Viper is just like pirate class.
Alright.
You'd probably like Dawn Shadow because it's what One Piece wishes it was. You know,
Take that back.
it's a good pirate story.
That was
Take
fighting
that back,
words.
Alton.
That's I
One-
will die on
One
this
Piece,
hill.
good story.
Ice Master asks, "Hey, keep the peace. I'm curious. Have you guys been dodging spoilers around Twitter for Ninjago Dragons Rising?"
There's spoilers?
I've tried, but
It's not.
There's a new season of Dragons Rising.
apparently, like the first
coming
episodes are out in a different language. But so far I haven't seen too many spoilers personally, so I'm good.
My God.
AJ, have you even seen the Dragons Rising like advertisements?
I didn't realize it was coming out soon. I'm
Next
not gonna
week.
lie.
AJ, it's coming out in like a week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe
Yes,
in the US.
AJ.
In the UK, it's not.
Oh, up top, we never get anything on Cartoon Network here.
I mean, it's
How many
Netflix
times do I
now.
How many times do I
Oh.
gotta tell you guys we don't get things in Ninjago on Netflix immediately? They never tell us when we get it. It just appears one day, and then
I
we
don't
just.
think we even have Dragons Rising season 1.
That would
I
be
don't think
very
we even have
cringe if
Crystallized
true.
on Netflix.
I had to pirate it.
I
remember
find that difficult to believe. Lego promised it would be like close to.
Well, for me,
release.
it's weird because it's already on like some German TV station, but only in German, and then it's not gonna be on Netflix next week yet in Germany.
That's nice for Germany.
I mean, it's not
rather-
because I can't watch them in English. Then
That's not nice.
yeah.
The most recent season of Ninjago on English Netflix is Crystallized.
What?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Are you sure that it's not just because it's a separate thing?
No.
No,
I just checked
we've
as well.
only
It's
got
not on there.
yeah.
Is it because they just gave up after it appeared?
It took them ages to put Seabound on there. To be fair, like it just takes them ages.
Seabound. Good
When
times.
Dragons Rising was announced, though, they didn't.
They had a
am I just
UK date.
misremembering? They had a UK release date.
I'm sure it's out in the UK, but maybe not on Netflix. I guess.
Yeah, it might be
Where
on
else would
like
it be,
CITV
though?
or something, because that's what
Oh, probably. I
Skybound
can
was on.
check ITV. Hang on.
God.
This is bizarre.
Ice
Thinking
Master
it's-
asks, "Has AJ even seen the first season?"
I've seen it. I don't like keep up with Ninjago like religiously. It's just when it appears, I watch it when I
Yeah.
feel like it. It's never like intense hype. It's kind of more just like I'll get around to it when I'm in the mood.
It is a good point, though. Like you haven't been on. You
Yes.
haven't been on Ninjago Cast. What did you think of it?
To be honest, I actually quite liked Dragons Rising. It did the impossible, and it made me like Kai. And I think that's really,
Same. I didn't believe it's possible.
yeah. I found him really funny. He like the moment he got a laugh out of me, I was like, oh no, I'm finding him funny. The writers got me.
They got you.
They got me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm curious what they'll do with Aaron. Not so much to the point that I'm thinking about it, more just like, oh, like, let's see where this goes. I should probably like mention I don't really theorize about things. The way I like watch shows is I basically just wait and see what happens and then decide how I feel about it, rather than like trying to think of what happens next, because then I just get too attached to something, and when that doesn't happen, I get upset. So I might as well just like not, and go with whatever it does actually do.
That makes sense to me.
I mean, yeah, but I guess some people would find that like boring, and that's fair. It's just how I watch things, and I find it more enjoyable, and like I'm going into things with a bit more of an open mind if I just don't question it. I'm like the same with movies as well. Like I don't watch a trailer to get an idea of if I like the movie. It's more just like so I know what the premise is before I go and watch it. Because that's just.
I mean, ultimately, like, that's not how I consume media, but I think there's a lot of sense in doing it that way, because there have been many times when I got a lot of like high expectations for something and then I ended up being like crushed by it afterwards because of all the theories. I mean, just to name an example that's close to home, Ninjago, March of the Oni was a big one. And a lot of it was not my fault, because that's the season that like Tommy and other people were like hyping up like crazy on Twitter with like the posters, remember? But like,
Oh yeah.
I just imagine if those hadn't been hyped up so much, would it have been as bad, or would we have just watched it and been like, yeah, that was okay, that was all right?
Just been like, yeah, this is fine.
I don't know, but I kind of think probably it would have been better received. Shrug.
Yeah, I get you. Like, each their own. Everyone watches shows differently. It's just, yeah. But anyway, we were talking about Dragon's Rising. I did enjoy it. Because I've always, for the past few years, I've been a bit iffy with Ninjago. Like even with Seabound, like that was kind of the exception. Ninjago as a whole has always been kind of flat to me since Hunted.
Oof.
Because nothing's really like top Sons of Garmadon for me. I really love that season. And then Dragon's Rising, it's freshened things up a bit, and they're doing new stuff, and some things are different, but I think it works. I think it needed this kind of new direction and different ideas, and I am like excited to see what comes of season 2. Like I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's not gonna be something I don't bother with, but
you're just not like consumed by the thoughts of it every waking day and hanging on the promotion. You'll watch it eventually in your own time, in your own way.
Yeah, I'm kind of sidetracked with like other things right now. Like, what was I fixating on like a couple months ago? It was Chicken Run, wasn't it? I was
It was
fixating
Chicken
on that.
Run, yes.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Chicken Run for months.
Chicken Run.
And right now it's Alton Towers roller coaster rides. Like that's what's going on in my head all the time. Nemesis got an update. I'm so excited. Have you seen it? Like it got, because it was shut for like I think it was a year and a half, and then they've like repainted it. What?
Which ride?
Nemesis. For its 30th anniversary, it got done up, and they've got like this giant like eye in the. I don't know. It's so cool.
Ulti AJ is like attuned to the Alton Towers like lore and updates.
Dude,
like,
I'm
never even
into that.
stepped foot in Alton Towers. So.
Just what's so funny is I'm terrified of roller coasters. Every time I go, it's the same thing. Every single time I like freak out in the queue, and I'm having like panic attacks, and then I'm like fine, and I just keep going anyway. I'm just like, yeah, roller coasters. Yay!
I thought that was going to be me on a roller coaster, but then I became like an adrenaline junkie, and now I want to ride every roller coaster ever.
Dude, I'm obsessed with the Smiler, but I don't know if I'll ever get myself on the Smiler. Like, because it's 14 loops. That's.
When did you go?
Like 2 months ago.
Oh.
We should still do our trip one day.
I was gonna say because we were gonna go and then we like didn't, and I was like, well, I still want to go. So
yeah.
we went with, some other people.
We just have to figure out when we could.
They have They have like chips there that are shaped like bricks, like Lego bricks.
What?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've
really?
seen those online.
That's
And
cool.
they taste kind of mid, but they look kind of based.
Ice Master says, "Love Kai now. It's really surprising, and that's why Dragon's Rising is S tier for saving Ninjago." And
Very
Lucia
true.
says, "Final Fantasy is fascinating series because it's so inconsistent. 14 is like a beautiful political drama adventure game, then 7 is a shonen anime."
I mean, that's kind of the appeal of it. Is like each one is
yeah.
completely
Yeah.
different. So.
I like 14 because it's literally got the best storyline and like fiction ever devised.
I like 7 because I like the characters. I find them very endearing.
I think
I
you
just
need to
like
consume
Kingdom
more
Hearts.
media, LT.
No, Clem, I think you need to consume more Final Fantasy.
Oh, I don't think so.
But AJ, Kingdom Hearts is like Final Fantasy VII's distant cousin because Sephiroth
No,
is in
but
there.
you see, Kingdom Hearts, better. I like it.
They're gonna
Even if
put.
it's stupid, that's what I love about it. Kingdom Hearts is
They're gonna-
dumb.
They're gonna
Mary.
put the funny man from 14 in Kingdom
Gonna
Hearts
zoom
4.
in on Ulti's art.
Mary says, by the characters, Meso means Tifa. She is one of the characters that I enjoy. Yes. Not the only one.
I know what kind of man you are.
Shades.
No.
There was one Ice Master, and that's why Dragon's Rising saves Ninjago. Honestly, like, I feel it cannot be overstated enough just how much Dragon's Rising saved Ninjago.
Yeah.
Like, if I tried to exaggerate, I still don't think it would quite be accurate enough. Not in terms of like it ending or whatever. I have a feeling it would have continued to persist no matter what, just because it makes money. But in terms of like community morale, having that like strong rebound directly after like helped. Like most people don't even talk about Crystallized that much anymore, except as like a passing meme. It's like faded into the rear view. It did not have that much lasting damage because
It's
the
also
merge comes
because-
along and like shakes up everything.
Yeah, it's also because the Crystallized ending was kind of like they didn't change anything, which was a big criticism for Crystallized, right, at the time. But I also feel like with Dragon's Rising changing everything right after, it makes it a bit more forgettable.
True. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the exact same thing with Hands of Time and Sons of Garmadon.
Yeah. True.
When you really think about it. So there's kind of a pattern.
I'm really excited for Crystallized Season 2. Not Crystallized Season 2. Dragon's Rising.
No, let him cook.
With Dragon's Rising Season 2. Dragon's Rising.
I want to live in the like timeline where like Crystallized Season 2 is real and you guys are all like withered corpses.
I mean, Crystallized was a 2-part season, but
yeah, but like it was a 2-part season. I want like another full 2-part season.
Draybert, Crystallized Season 2, beware of the crystal moon. God, no. I can't even imagine. I really can't. I hope the Overlord never comes back. Just never let him come back.
Do not let him cook.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, it's one of those things, like, I really love Dragon's Rising a lot. In my arbitrary tier list, I put it very high. But, like, is it the greatest season ever? Not really. It's not, like, the best season. It doesn't really, like, Beatrix isn't, like, the best villain. Imperium,
but I mean, she doesn't have to be.
They aren't, like, the most deep. But for the story they're telling, I think it's, like, pretty perfect. It's kind of spot on for what they need. Because it's not meant to be an escalation. It's meant to be, like, a reset point.
Yeah.
in a rare point of honesty, I will praise the fire chapter for something which I don't normally do. Asphira was like the perfect villain for the fire chapter because it was a reset back to like, oh, an evil snake that was locked in a tomb that has beef with Wu.
That can
That's it.
send Dane back in time, but never uses that
No.
power really.
Let's not talk about that.
Guys, are we talking about the ice chapter? Featuring the best episode of Ninjago? The
Guys, we're talking
Kaiju
about the ice chapter?
Protocol?
No.
I think we are.
So yes, Imperium works very well for what Dragon's Rising needed, and hopefully they get more depth added over time. I have high hopes about these wolf guys and like Cinder. Really curious to see what's up with Cinder.
Season 2 looks great from trailers and stuff, like the action scenes, especially in the animation. I'm really excited.
I can't hear like Cinder without thinking of Ruby because
I was
Ruby's
just
the
about to
only
say,
Yeah.
when you
Ruby's
were
the
like,
only other like franchise character named that.
when you were like, oh, I can't wait to see what they do with Cinder, I was like, delusional Ruby fans be like.
Guys, I'm sure one day Cinder will be a good character if we just keep coping.
Yeah, I think if, you know, maybe they get 12 more volumes. Wait,
soon,
they're not
I'll-
getting another one? Well, that's unfortunate. I had no idea.
I have hope the rights are gonna be sold, Ulti. I have hope.
Oh, if any one Rooster Teeth property is getting the rights sold, it's absolutely Ruby.
I just want like we talked about this briefly on the podcast, but like the TV podcast, but like I say what you will about it. I know a lot of people don't like Ruby, and for good reasons. I know a lot of people do like Ruby for some reason,
and for bad reasons.
I'm one of them. You know, I like it, but like, good or bad, it doesn't really matter. It deserves an ending. It deserves to conclude its story. The fans who have participated in it for so many years, and like literally kept it going through some sheer force of will, like it would be really messed up for all that to happen and then they don't get an ending at the end of it. So I really hope that something happens.
Here's why I disagree with that statement, and it's because Ruby could have ended like at any point in the last like 7 quadrillion volumes, but they kept drawing it out and drawing it out. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have the climactic fight with like whoever the main villain was.
Technically, that's not true, Ulti, because in Volume 4 they established the concept of the relics and hint that they have to go back to Beacon. So at some point we would not be able to end without returning back to Beacon.
But that was in Volume 4. And we were on Volume 9, and they have like a relic and like a trillion like inaccurate messages about mental illness. That somewhere along the way we could have swapped one of those out for a relic.
Swap out one of those messages about mental illness for the relic of knowledge.
They're not even like good messages.
I mean,
like it's a bit deep for an art podcast, but whatever on earth was going on in Volume 9 is not exactly what I'd call like signaling.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of discourse about that, and you're right, it's a bit heady for this show, but like I could see a positive message being extrapolated from Volume 9. I think it maybe was a bit heavy-handed, but you know, there is, at the end of the day, there is a read of it that you can read, which is someone being pushed to their lowest point, but then choosing to come back and keep going.
My God,
I think
you're right. I love Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. The way they did the Warrior of Light's arc, overcoming the light corruption and you know the trauma of becoming a title rather than a person, truly amazing. I love that they're ripping that off now for the next expansion of Destiny 2 as well.
Cringe.
This theme just sounds like the average like Husky Raid experience.
Club, watch Ruby.
No.
Ruby is a deeply troubled show, but like I have a lot of
I've
attachment to it.
I've watched the first 3 volumes.
That's more than I thought.
And then some of 4, but I don't remember if it's actually some of 4 or just the single episode I watched at RTX. I'm not.
You went to
I'm not-
RTX?
Yeah, it was an Australian convention, bro. I had to go.
Oh,
I had
that's fair.
2 here. Or maybe 3, I don't quite remember.
It's been
It
so
was
long, I
up.
forgot that RTX Australia like was a thing. That makes
Been
sense.
so long, I forgot that RTX was a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Ruby is a show I wish I could talk about at length, but like we're not a Ruby channel and I never really have a venue to do so.
Well,
Maybe
Ethan
one day.
Malone in the YouTube chat says, I'm always down for Ruby slander. So,
But are you always down for Ruby praise? Because
Is
I'm not
it really slander if I'm speaking the truth?
I'm not a blind hater. I think Ruby does a lot of good things. I think it deserves a lot of credit.
I don't know.
think it's like complete.
Have you ever
trash.
had Ruby on your team?
Oh my god.
That's messed up.
That's messed up.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do think that at the end of the day, I do think it is a bad show. I'm not an insane person, but I think it is more complicated than that. I think there's a conversation to be had. That's all.
Ice Master asks, hey, keep the peace. I'm wondering what's your opinion on the Wolf Mask Warrior designs. I really like them. That's my opinion.
Here's my opinion. They look really cool only in the show, and in the sets, they're like ridiculously ugly.
I think they're fine in the sets, but they're way cooler in the show, yeah.
I don't know what they look like.
Well, let's show AJ right now. Live AJ reaction.
Are you showing me both versions?
Yes, I will show you both versions. We will do an epic compare and contrast.
Also, I wonder if there's gonna be more of them. Because in the Shadow Dojo set, there's these stickers with like the blood moon, and there are wolf mask warriors with glowing red eyes and teeth on there. And I wonder if that's gonna be like in the summer, if they're gonna like use that same piece and dual mold it with red.
Probably. All right, AJ.
Right.
We're gonna post a comparison. First up, here is a wolf. I'm gonna post it in patron chat.
Okay.
Wolf mask warrior from the set. These are the main bad guys. Then wolf mask warrior from the show.
Oh. Well. Yeah, the set looks. Yikes. They do look a lot cooler in the show.
Because they're like glowing.
It's funny because like I was looking at the set one and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. I don't know what the complaint could be, and then you sent me the.
Yeah, that's what my take is.
Like,
the set one is fine, but the show one is just way cooler.
Yeah, it's because
the blue just really confused me on the sets. I was like, why is there blue? And then in the show, it's like, oh, it's because it's like glowing. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, we have some Ruby related comments. Ethan Malone says, I mean, technically it's an allowed IP on Lego Ideas.
Dude, yes, Lego Ideas Ruby. Let's make it happen.
Kit Kat Monster Fox says, I remember watching the first 3 eps and got bored of it.
A totally understandable reaction, you and most other people.
And Charnak says, the last Ruby season I watched was the one with the weird Centaur Grim. Then I checked out.
Oh my God,
also completely understandable.
That season was like the pinnacle of mid. That season of like, I know we were talking about like how Ruby wasted like a bunch of time earlier. Like that season and the season after it.
No,
colossal
I
waste
agree.
of time.
I agree.
In a perfect world, Ruby would have wrapped up at like volume 8.
Also, Lucia earlier said, I have no idea who these One Piece characters are, but your drawings of them look awesome.
Oh,
and,
thank you.
And Melanie Gogol says, I am currently in the process of showing both my dad and my brother Monkey Kid. We are in the middle of season 4. They are enjoying it.
Excellent. Get more people toward the cause.
Yeah,
I need to watch
Monkey Kid.
Leo
Good.
wants to join. Can he, Sakota?
Yeah, of course, you can just hop in.
Hop in, Leo.
Lab, how have you not seen Monkey Kid? You're like the monkey guy.
I just like haven't. I've watched a few episodes with Zach and GL, but it slowed down a lot. So I feel like I'm gonna have to watch them independently.
Mary asks,
join.
wait, we can do that at jumping in? And like, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
This is a chill art stream.
Mary.
Listen, man. I don't know.
This isn't a formal podcast.
I don't know.
Mary,
You
we're
could have
just
I'm
joined
here
the
now.
whole time.
I
SMH my head.
You smell Leo. Oh my god.
Oh, that's true, actually.
Not like you smell bad.
Oof. Harsh words right out the gate.
Melanie Goggle says, hey, keep the peace. Thoughts on older Ryu? I personally like it. I really like the set. I feel like the show design is okay, but I feel like it's a bit too fast to age him up already. I'm a bit worried about that.
I am still. I have been holding my opinion on this plot point until we watch the show.
Yeah.
If it's a chompy situation, I'm 100% fine with it. If it's an actual, he's just big now, always, I think that's like pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan.
Tiny
I don't
dude
know
is
what you
big
guys are
now.
talking
He's
about.
big now.
Well, you see, Meso, he drank the tomorrow's tea because they had to age him up.
Perish. AJ, we're
God.
talking about the tiny dragon who's like a big dragon now.
The what?
You know, in Dragon's Rising Season 1, Ryu, the baby dragon,
Yeah.
he's big now. That's
What?
it.
I mean, he's
Yeah, he's
bigger
big
now, not like
Right.
huge.
But he's baby. What?
Not anymore.
Why not?
Unless it's a thing like the dragon from Master of the Mountain that could like get big and then get small again when needed. Shout out to
Like,
Chompy.
Like
He's a
cats.
real one. Leo, hello.
Hello.
You should contribute something to the artistry like I did.
I can try. And I haven't
Try.
drawn in a while.
You and me both, Leo. But I still did it. You too, Mary. Draw something.
I'm drawing, but on my own canvas on my iPad.
Wow.
Wow.
I get
Good
nervous
this
having people watch
canvas,
me
man.
draw, okay?
That's funny.
Leo, thoughts on the villain factory?
Um, what do you mean somebody already has that name?
What?
My name, Leo.
Ethan Malone says, are you ready for the $300 Source Dragon Ryu in 2 years? I mean, that would be cool.
Dude, I hope we get a giant like UCS riot.
That would be sick.
Right.
And
This
It's
is
cool if
Icemaster,
it was like in the scale of like the Yoda build or like the Grogu build.
Icemaster says, can I just say keep the peace? That Cinder wipes the floor with both Lloyd and Kai and broke Aaron's back. Cinder is a menace. Yeah,
That's
what
a
we
spoiler.
no, I think it's from the trailer, right?
No, it's a spoiler. I'm just being.
Ulti.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
Leo.
fight.
Cloud's hair is green. You made it.
That
Did you
sounds
know
about
that?
right?
You made his hair green.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Well, I think I've gotten the colors right on the piece beneath that. Wouldn't you agree?
Dude, you're
Connor?
right. You did make Cloud's hair green.
What did you guys think was gonna
You.
happen?
Everybody point and laugh at the colorblind
Nobody
man.
noticed.
That's mean.
I feel like you know that one you know that one Final Fantasy like meme laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, what's his name?
Titus
God.
from like
Oh.
9.
Titus, whatever
Yeah,
his name
from,
is.
Yeah, that.
I think it is 9.
Haha, you're colorblind.
So you're evil.
right.
That's pretty mean, Meso.
Okay, how do I scroll on this? 'Cause I don't want to. Oh wait, is it the hand?
It's
Navigate.
space is to
space
move the
bar.
canvas,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then Z is to zoom in and out.
Oh, I'm using my scroll wheel, so it worked.
Okay.
Why are you a rhino?
Huh?
Your little picture was a rhino. Also, Kleb, is the villain factory the thing on the top? The thing that looks like a shark fin with an H
No,
on it?
that's a drawing of the Hero Factory. An
Oh.
awfully
That's-
villainous design, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Perhaps
It's
perhaps
incredibly.
if it was
It's
flipped
based.
upside down, it might be indistinguishable from some kind of villain manufacture center.
I have good news for you guys, or at least you might find it good. Starting in, I don't know, circa like 1 week, Mary's gonna begin watching Hero Factory.
Why?
Yes!
Because I'm dragging her through it after Bionicle
evil.
G1.
Alright, gotta
Glad
start
you
with
can't
Hero
fall
Factory
behind.
FM.
I know, you're
Maybe.
right, Alti. We have to speed up. We have to watch Ordeal of Fire. I keep hitting Control F.
Alright.
Yeah.
Downloading images.
We finished G1 and we were like, I don't know, I kind of think it'd be good for her to get like the context of like the climate leading up to G2 before we watch G2.
Alti,
are you drawing Husky Raid?
Notice that you're drawing Husky Raid, and we have a plasma pistol and a pistol.
Yes,
That's
Clem.
all you need. What do you mean?
But don't worry, the enemy team will also be wielding canonically accurate weapons.
That's supposed to be a gravity hammer.
Yes.
Is it the good one or the bad one?
That's a
Ulti, you are trying real hard, and I respect the art hustle.
I
Good
really
job.
just want to play Final Fantasy, but I
No,
feel
it's
bad.
I think you want to play Husky Raid, is what I'm seeing from this.
Yeah, that's
image.
what
I
think
will
too.
play Husky Raid when the yappening
The
happens
good
and not a
armor
moment
appears.
before.
Right.
Toa Plastic actually gave me a thought. Would KTP ever do Galador reacts if you could find decent quality copies of the episodes? The answer is yes. It is something that has been discussed. I have never seen it.
I've seen it
I
all.
feel I'm one of the few people that hasn't seen it, I think.
I have not
I have
either.
I have a very vested interest in Galador at the moment,
I've-
and I have been looking into Galador.
I've seen it all. I don't know if there are decent quality copies of the
Yeah,
episodes,
none-
actually.
None that I can find.
Yeah.
The Internet Archive ones are slightly better than the YouTube ones, though.
Okay. But the YouTube ones are
So-
really bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're not
so long as
much
it's
better.
watchable.
It's
I
watchable.
wouldn't mind.
I
think
watched
the
it
crustier
all.
the better for that.
Um,
That's my opinion.
I wonder.
I care more about doing Galador reacts than I do about finishing Chiba reacts.
I never
I-
want to go back.
I
never
think you
wanna go back
mean.
to
No,
Chiba.
can I watch
I think you
Shima on
mean
my
Wildless
own?
Reacts.
Why did you watch
yes,
more of
you
it?
could. Sakota, you want to watch it because you've never seen it before, and so,
I've
yeah, I
never
feel bad
seen
about-
season 3, so yeah.
I feel bad
and I
about
wanna
keeping
see
you
it.
from doing it.
I'm so
I just-
sorry.
I just don't think it's in the cards.
This is the right color.
Um,
Looks like the right color.
Melanie Goggle says, I love all the artwork. I'm in the process of drawing a picture of Red Sun for my brother for his birthday.
Heck yeah. Happy birthday to your brother.
And
That's
Darnek-
one of the monkey kids, right?
Darnek says,
Wow.
oh, they are drawing Hero Factory. I thought it was Gorm from Galador.
I should have drawn Gorm. I'll draw Gorm now.
Well, am I being led to believe that you have just drawn esteemed Professor Aldous Witch?
Yes.
But I love that that's his
Uh,
name.
Kit Kat Monster Frog says, I believe Chima should come back, but as a soft reboot. It's called Ninjago Dragons Rising.
Honestly, though, he's not wrong.
Am I doing this right?
It is
Mary, are
called-
you hyped for season 2?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. Let it come out first, man.
Respectable.
Like at this point, like my apathy is so real. Like Dragon's Rising is good, but I'm not itching to watch it.
You haven't seen any of the trailers either. You just looked at it.
No, I haven't even bothered with the trailers just because I don't care. If I watch it, I watch it. But right now, I have no motivation to watch it.
Respectable.
So if I watch it, it'll just be because I want context for Ninjago cast, if anything, because I like watching you guys. So
It's all right,
know.
Mary. We can watch better things with our time, like Hero Factor.
Like Doctor Who.
You're never finishing that, Cleb. I'm sorry.
Oh
We're-
no, we aren't.
You're gonna have to watch like a million more Fast and Furious before that.
We're not getting through all 13 seasons of Doctor Who.
Maybe in like 20 years. I don't know.
Oh, that's almost as long as it took for it to air.
That's messed up.
I suck at it. I don't like using a mouse.
Using a mouse to draw is funny.
Yeah, it
Feels-
is.
Extra
Uh,
challenging.
I've finished my most recent masterpiece. I
Oh,
call it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, Alti.
Why? What's wrong with it? It's completely
You see yourself in
accurate.
this picture. That's why.
For one, it's like I can tell that like I can't tell which ugly helmets the enemy team is wearing, but I can tell they are wearing ugly ones.
The first one is
Is
like
that EOD with the like
no,
face attachment? Or
no,
is
no,
it one
no.
of
The,
the
the
Chimera
first
helmets?
one is like pilot because it's got like the open front, and the
Yeah, yeah.
second one is Gungnir because it's got like the little
Oh,
dot
of course.
visor.
Did you just say Gungeneer?
Yeah, he said
Right.
Gungeoneer first of all.
Oh, right.
Ulti,
sorry.
why did you tape two t-shirt cannons together? That's not
Oh,
accurate.
that's the
That's
rocket
what it
launcher.
looked like.
Yeah, I don't
No, it looks
understand how I could draw the rocket launcher like any different.
I hate you. It's all
I'll
right.
take- you would like-
Elaborate.
Alti, you would like the Halo rocket launcher because the reason it's red is because the guy who textured it is colorblind and thought it was green.
I honestly had no idea that the Halo rocket launcher was red. You are singing to you are like pitching to the choir.
Wait, what is this?
AJ, your female law drawing is very cool.
Thank you.
Oh,
You are moving on to your
Yeah.
third piece.
whoa.
I love drawing
Oh, well,
house.
I messed up.
Alti,
You-
Leo, what did you just do? Why?
I found this
Oh,
funny
it's
tool and
that.
I messed up.
Man,
Get
I
it
can
away
fix-
from me! You're like coming towards my art.
I love
Man.
watching
You're
people learn
more
how
of a
to use this
nightmare.
software. It's really
Ye-
funny.
I can fix
What?
this. Watch Ulti.
I like what what Leo is cooking.
I watched. Oh wait, wrong button. Right. I'll try that again.
I'm like running
Hey,
out of
AJ.
space now because Leo's directly below.
There you
can
go,
make-
Ulti. You
I can
have
make
your
Lego
space
female
back.
law.
I can't go to either side because that's where the good drawings are.
I'm
Go
gonna
again, Josh?
Look, you have space
Huh?
now, Ulti. I'm gonna go annoy Mesa.
go again, Josh.
I said I was talking to AJ. I said I can make Lego female law.
Lego version.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do it.
maybe I will.
Do it. I love how you've drawn these 5, by the way.
Thank you.
So the romance
I was gonna do more,
song
but then I was like, yeah.
is a
Original
bit- it's a
flavor
big
straw
crew.
hats.
Yeah, the OG5. We love them.
So good. Well, I like Nami, and I like Luffy, and I like Usopp. And then
Anyways,
I don't really care about this. That's the other thing.
The second and like fourth most popular characters in all of One Piece. AJ doesn't care about.
I really don't.
It's crazy.
Just don't
That's
like.
It's
them,
also
man.
crazy that you like that you mentioned their bounties.
I was talking about popularity polls.
I know, but that's also the order of their bounties too.
That's wild.
Zoro is second place, Sanji is fourth place.
That's crazy.
Oh, Sanji, you exist.
at least he's pretty.
No,
Is that true?
get
Mm,
better taste.
Is that true, chat?
bruh.
Should I do a poll?
Do it. Is Sanji pretty?
Okay.
Can you get
No.
like the most horrific picture of him to like for reference?
No.
And put a
Oh,
picture.
the wanted posting.
Oh, man. That's pretty funny, actually.
How do you write Sanji? Is it Sanjay? I.
I Sanji. Sanji, like San from Undertale.
Explode.
Please stop.
He's not the ideal One Piece man. That like title goes to Frankie.
Frankie.
He is the ideal specimen. That's all I got for you.
I 100% agree.
I love Nico Robin.
Same.
Right now it's 71% no.
Dang.
That has been up for like 2 picoseconds.
Dang.
It's not true. Now it's 78. Now it's 73.
I will
Sigh.
vote. Mary, let's rig the vote.
No.
What, like all 2 of them?
What's the point?
There's 12 votes, okay?
That is cool that you
Yeah.
watch/read One Piece Paleozoic Bricks. Another one joins the knowledge base.
Cringe.
You're cringe.
The knowledge base, more like the knowledge cringe.
Leo, you
I
still
am-
owe me watching like a few arcs of One Piece. I'm
Do
kind of
I?
cashing in one day. Don't you
What
remember
was that
the?
for? I
it
don't
was for-
remember any.
It was for Mange's thing. We watched like his anime, and then we watched
Oh
his
my
anime. You and
gosh.
him would watch some One Piece with me.
Yeah, I did it because you weren't gonna do it if we didn't do that.
Well, one day I'll cash it in. Maybe when the remake comes up.
You mean the one that might have AI?
LMAO,
talk
LMAO, LMAO.
We don't talk about that. I prefer to live in denial until faced with reality.
Pain and
One
suffering.
Piece AI.
There we go. Do them. The little girl.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I love them so much.
Based.
I didn't realize.
Okay,
they
we're
could
at
make the brush smaller.
67% no.
Dang.
R.I.P.
Dang.
But I mean,
That's
that was
okay.
closer than I thought.
I felt
Fungus.
violated.
It's fine. He's my eye candy, not yours.
Did someone just say Chungus?
No, I said fungus. You have great
Chungus?
normalcy.
No, you
Chungus?
definitely said Chungus.
No.
The Chungus Among Us?
Oh,
When are we
big
playing Horse and
Cheemungus.
Dude, I love Big Cheemungus. Big Cheemungus.
It's so good.
Okay.
You have to speed up to get the last big Cheemungus in
I-
there.
I own Big Cheemungus now. I got him recently
Oh.
for a pretty good price.
Big Cheemungus! Yes!
Can someone draw big Cheemungus?
Also, Everett Whitaker says, I'm on Water 7 right now. Gotta get back to it soon to be fair.
Yeah, you do. It's good.
Well,
So
and
do
and Sanction
Anyways.
Skull says One Piece is mid. Ninjago season 2 is coming out in a week.
It's messed up.
Is the implication here that like Ninjago season 2 is better than
One
guess
Piece.
so.
One Piece?
Then the
Oh.
entirety of it?
Because I don't
Nin-
disagree.
I mean,
Ninjago sweep.
season 2 isn't out yet, so I can't say
Ninjago
anything.
Sweep.
But
Sweeper bot. I love Sweeper.
For context,
Hello,
this
Leo.
is the character Mungus from Legends of Chima.
Mhm.
When he gets powered by Chi, he becomes Chi Mungus, and then they
Is-
released a bionicle-sized figure of Chi Mungus, who we call Big Chi Mungus, Big Chi Mungus, Big Chi Mungus.
Is
Oh my
is
god.
is
You guys
is,
are the worst, actually, I've decided.
is is Cheem like Quasar?
Yeah.
yes.
Cheem? Did you say Cheem?
No, Chi Gava is Chi Protodermis.
By Faber's logic, yes.
Good.
My favorite is activated like my accidental Chima sleeper agent. I was watching like some random video the other day about like Knight's Kingdom, and the guy was like, "Oh, Knights Kingdom had this really cool theme where they were like system characters, and then they'd have like bigger versions that were construction. And I would love if they like did this with like a future thing, like I don't know.
Wabi.
And I was like,
They
that's
did.
just Chima.
Yep.
Yeah.
I already did that.
Chima did a lot. It just doesn't get credit for it because
Wasn't
It's
Nexonite supposed to have something like that too?
Chima
guys-
did.
I mean,
they had the
Nexonites
battle
did have
mechs.
something like that. They had like mixel jointed mechs.
Yeah, and
But
we
wasn't
kind of
it in
still
one of
use
the,
that system
comics?
till today.
Yeah, technically.
Um,
yeah.
What, didn't they have it like in a comic though that there was like a CCBS Nexonite character, or am I thinking of something else?
You are thinking of something else, I think,
Probably Chima.
because there
No, it
were
wasn't
there,
Chima.
there were designs for like other Chima figures that had CCBS designs in comics and cards, like the Scorpion and like a
Oh,
few
you
others from that wave. No, well, actually, maybe
I'm gonna kill you.
if memory serves. Either way, I digress. What were you gonna say, Alti? You had a question?
Oh, great, I did.
What do you mean by oh great I did?
We have a lot of questions in YouTube chat if you think of it.
That's great because there are none in my head.
Why did
Or
you
at
Why
least
did
I
you
missed
say
it.
my name, Alti?
Because I had a question, and then you're like, Big
Chima.
Chimongous. Big Chimongous. Big Chimongous.
Suddenly, no thoughts head empty.
This is gone. Is
All right.
Chi Quasar? Is Quasar the Force? Is the Force energized protodermis?
Yes.
Does the existence of the energized protodermis being imply the existence of the Quasar being? Does
Is-
the existence of like the Toa Nuva imply the existence of like the Tero's Quasar?
Is Protodermis paracausal for all the Destiny?
And on that
fandoms?
note,
Stop.
Dakota, read the question.
Okay, Lucio said, I had to look up who Sanji was. He looks like an evil version of Meso. Then Kit Kat Monster Frog says, it's still funny that Lloyd is in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet. Ninjago's in
They added
Fortnite
the
now.
Ninjago Battle Arena, so now
Yeah.
we can be our favorite green one.
No, you
Is
can't
he-
be him.
When
He's
like
just
is
there.
He, is he
Yeah.
getting a skin?
No, he's
Not
a
yet, at
model.
least.
Yeah, he's a model that kind of says random lines, but he has no voice, so it's kind of weird.
Isn't that how literally every character talking in Fortnite works?
Yes, to some extent, yes. But he has like no grunts or anything. Like these battle royale characters occasionally, like the NPCs have some.
Did Peter Griffin have any lines? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he would do the laugh if you got near him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he dies, he does like the like
Yeah.
yeah, his like
Oh,
inhale.
that's right.
That's so epic.
Arnex
Next
says,
question.
I tried reading One Piece, but it's just so long. Couldn't finish it. Last I remember, there was a guy with a candle wax powers. I barely
Dang,
made
you
a
got-
dent in it.
Dude, you barely.
Yeah.
Can't
I
even
mean,
say the
look.
joke I want to say.
No, you
I hate
can't.
it here.
I'm sorry, Mary. Listen, as a resident One Piece super fan, I consider it like one of 3 great pillars in my life, media-wise. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's very long.
What are the 3 pillars?
The 3 I would
Bionicle.
consider my greatest, my 3 most influential things in my life is, in no particular order, Bionicle, One Piece, and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mhm.
Not
Right.
Destiny Meso? That's messed
I mean,
up.
what happened
bro.
to Destiny? Messi?
Yeah.
Destiny is number 4.
Is it the collapse pillar, the one that nobody talks about?
Unironically, yes.
That's epic. It's the 7th column.
At one point, Destiny was more substantial, but yeah. I am not that big of a Marvel fan. I like the movies well enough, but I don't go like crazy for them, and I've never read a single comic in my life. But Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., now that's the good stuff.
How can any one man be so delusional?
I
I've
mean,
watched
Agents
that
of S.H.I.E.L.D. is
show.
fun.
I have
How
watched
can
that
any
show
two
13
men be
times.
this delusional?
Dude,
That's too
Sakota
many.
DM'd me, like, no, he didn't DM me. He posted in like our chat a while back that he finished Agents of Shield, and I was like, I forgot you watched Agents of Shield. I just started spamming him like voice messages while
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
at
fun.
work.
You got so excited.
I was just like, I have to talk about this. I didn't realize he watched Shield. Can I talk about the intricacies of the Grant Ward character arc?
Yeah.
Like, please, I beg you, anyone out there, anyone, you don't have to like Marvel. You can just
What's
you
wrong
give it
with
a
that?
shot. It functions perfectly fine as a
So,
standalone like spy show.
I'll
Guild is such a good piece of media.
I like
offer
it.
you a trade.
Oh,
I'm not
I
playing your
have
Final
also
Fantasy
seen Agents
14.
of Shield
I
myself.
will not offer you a trade.
Heck yeah, Josh. Woo!
I can't do Shield trades because I already watched
Eh.
like season 1 when it came out.
Yeah, you and most people, and then they quit because it was bad.
I watched like the first episode, and there was like a guy who got like blown up and had like a weird
Okay,
metal
look,
thing
okay,
on his
look.
like arm.
Yeah.
Okay, look. So
Go on.
here's the thing. I think the first 8 episodes are horrible,
I like
but
them.
but after that, it like
The
once they
first
start
8
latching onto like Marvel movies and like forming plots around those, that's when it starts
the
to get
first 8 episodes are bad by like contextually, but when you see how like dark and depressing the show gets and how much suffering everybody goes through, I love rewatching those first 8 episodes.
Yeah,
They're
I-
light and fun. They're like the halcyon days of old.
I actually love
They
those
age very
episodes
well.
because they're kind of like the concept I was expecting of the show. Like a story of the week. We're just Shield agents in the background of the Marvel universe, and we do like the fun, weird stuff, the cleanup behind the scenes, kind of. So I kind of wish that went on for longer, but I get that a lot of people think boring.
Well, I mean, it's just
I think that after Winter Soldier came out, that's when it started getting like
yes.
really good.
That is what happened. I
Yeah.
mean, I just don't think there's nothing inherently wrong with the premise of the first 8 episodes of the Monster of the Week Shield stuff. Like, there's plenty of shows on TV that are
Yeah.
long running and successful like that. I mean, like CSI, Criminal Minds, like et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It just wasn't what Marvel fans were looking for at the time. They were looking for something that was more synergetic, that told like a more a serialized story, and Shield had that. It just took them a while to get there because their premise got blown up in a movie, and
Yeah.
I could talk about it for days. I won't bore you all. Watch it.
What movie was that?
It was a TV show, Alti.
You
It was
just
a
said
movie.
the premise got blown up in a movie.
Yeah. It's
Captain
America, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Anyway,
Wait, did they have to change like the trajectory of the show?
yes.
That's okay.
They have done interviews and basically been like, yeah, we were told around like episode 3, like, hey, so about this show you have, something funny is gonna happen in like a year. You might want to do something about it. And then they were like, oh, well, that's bad timing.
I like
they
how
made like literal gold out of it.
I like how they'll mention stuff from the movies, but in a very like, oh no, guys, some kind of AI thing is seems like it's gonna happen. We better get ready, guys. And then like the next episode is like, well, now that the Ultron situation is dealt with, let's see.
Yeah, because
it's
of
just
like
gonna-
the helicarriers showing up in Age of Ultron. Why, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that's
also
why.
a thing. Yeah.
When Mary and I watched it, we watched it in the intended order, and it was, like the tie-ins, they aren't major, but it does flow pretty well if you like watch a movie and then you watch an episode and then you watch a movie and then you watch an episode. When they do the tie-ins, it is pretty satisfying. I of course wish there were more of them, but studio politics.
I think it's
prevented
funny that they introduced the Darkhold before the MCU did.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I love that show.
The Dark One.
Anyway, Enoch
Yes.
is the best character.
Oh man,
Real.
Real.
we love Enoch. Anyway,
The framework stuff. Oh my god.
Forgot who Enoch
Yeah.
was.
Every time I remember it, and I remember playing that thing, and then it happened, and I was like, oh, good day, good
God,
night.
God, I love that show so much. Please, I
Wait.
cannot. I cannot shill something as hard. But I will.
I feel One
Stop.
Piece
completely
just as hard
delusional.
messes sometimes.
I feel a lot less passion about One Piece than I do for Shield. It's not even on the same like level of existence.
Bruh.
Anyway, a few comments. Melanie Gogol just wanted to say that I really enjoyed Meso's recent video about modular buildings. You did a great job. That is very, very kind of you to say. Thank you for watching it. I really appreciate that. I was in the weird spot where like I needed to review these two buildings, and I'm like, about these two specific buildings, I don't really have a lot to say because I'm not like a guy who can break down every single like parts usage and like how this piece was used in this way and we've never seen it before and this specific recolor. Like that's not really me, but there is like a deeper kind of story I could tell about my own like life experience, and I think it turned out really well. I was proud
I
of
like
it.
the
Anyway.
video a lot.
There's some things I have to work on in the future. Like I'm using like a teleprompter app so I can like read my script while I am like on camera, but I'm not good at using it. So you can notice if you look that my eyes are like flicking around. So I want to try to get better at that. I want to perfect my lighting. It's a work in progress, but I'm happy with the direction. These are the kind of videos I want to make in the future.
How did you come up with the thumbnail?
That was LJ helped me realize it because like there were two directions I was gonna go. I was either gonna title it just like these are my favorite Lego sets, and it was gonna be a Who's That Pokemon parody where I'm like pointing with like a funny face and there's like a silhouette of like a set. That's like, oh, what are his favorites? But then I came up with this title and I was like, I like this one better. And I think I was just like riffing on ideas with LJ, and I was just like, I forget if I came up with it or he did, but one of us did, and he made it, and I could not have done better. So shout out to him. LJ is a real one.
I don't know if that's true.
He is a real person that exists.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I've never seen him.
That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to like make videos like that about Lego or not, just going forward in my internet existence. Yeah. So it's a building block. I appreciate you checking it out.
When is for in-depth analysis on Husky Raid's epic gameplay, Merso?
Never.
We can do that, Club, one day.
Thank God.
With
No,
Ulti.
please.
Oh, Kleb!
We have a perfect opportunity to do that.
Exactly.
You do. I've been trying to encourage like these guys to like make videos, but the trick is like you need someone to like host the stream, and either one of you needs to learn how to host the stream, or
I mean,
Not
Lee's
that
I'm moving, so I
difficult.
can't even do that.
lasso mange and get him on here to like do it.
I mean, you guys have good computers and stuff, right? Not that hard. If you
Yeah.
need help, I can help you set stuff up.
I think
That
the
would
problem
be-
is less like the setup and more the fact that we can't pick like a decent topic because half the time it's either like we should do one on Husky Raid,
Yeah.
like let's do
Do
one on
all
State
of
of
them.
Halo, and none of us want to talk about that.
We can talk
Do
about
all
the
of
terrible
them.
TV show at this point.
Do all of
It's
them.
over.
Talk
I
about
really-
anything you want.
I don't
Yeah.
want to think
For
about the TV
context of
show,
anyone
man.
listening, we're going to be potentially using our channel TTV Nerfed, where we were doing like video game let's plays, to do video game or like general miscellaneous non-Lego podcasts. So we were riffing on a few different ideas of like Club, Ulti, Leo, and like Envy doing like video game podcasts.
Who's
But
this Envy fella? I've never heard of him. I only
any of our longtime fans who remember the series TTV Talks, that's what it is. We're bringing that back. But yeah, it's difficult to pick a topic.
Like we should do VF talkies.
That would also be funny.
Yes, we should.
Another comment. Speaking of video, Kit Kat Monster Fox question: what do you think of the Souls series, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, etc.?
I think Jedi Fallen Order is pretty good.
I watched
no.
my friend play Dark Souls 2 the other day. That game sucks.
Is
That's all I
Final
have to
Fantasy
say.
is Final Fantasy VII Remake a Souls like?
No.
No, Alti, it's not a Souls.
I mean, but Final Fantasy Stranger from Paradise is.
It kind of is, yes.
And I got that in the sale the other day. It was 60% off.
Does
so-
anyone have an opinion on the Souls games except me? Has anyone
played
here
any
played
of them?
I
No.
tried playing them like 4 times, and I'm bad at them, so I gave up.
The
They're not my
closest
type of
I've
game.
got was like a Halo mission on Lasso once.
No, Cleb. The closest you got was when you did that mission without jumping or
Oh.
attacking.
Oh my god, shut
The
up.
closest
Dude,
I've
that
got
was-
is playing Halo 5 with Claire.
Have we played Halo 5 together?
Yeah, that was like how we met. Playing like the Halo 5 campaign with Ruby and Envy.
Oh yeah, right, that whole story arc. Sorry, I don't remember you because you spent so long underneath my vehicle tread.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing about you and your Gauss cannon wound.
Oh man, the epic rivalry. Well, I'll actually answer the question. I have played almost all of them. I love Dark Souls 1. I am more kind towards Dark Souls 2 than I think a lot of people are. That game is like really disliked. I didn't think it was that bad. I really enjoyed it. Dark Souls 3 is like incredible. I've played it through twice. Sekiro is very hard because it plays nothing like any of the others, and you have to be really good at parrying. I am not really good at parrying, so I have not completed Sekiro yet. I am on a second playthrough of Elden Ring, which is incredible. One of the greatest games ever, except I really feel its open world doesn't do it any favors because you're encouraged to do all the content, but doing all the content just makes you over leveled and it makes the game kind of easy. And it also is kind of repetitive when you get into those side dungeons. And lastly, I'm stubbornly refusing to play Bloodborne because I'm a frame rate snob and I do not want to play it until they announce an updated version or like a PC port that has 60 frames a second. Because I know the moment I play Bloodborne, it's going to be my favorite one, and I really don't want to get a bad experience. Hopefully that answers your question.
How can one man
Alone?
be so
Betrayed by the
delusional?
country he loves.
Why am I delusional, Alti?
Well, no, I don't think Elden Ring's any good.
Bruh. But there's a horse. It's almost
Is
like
that
Horse
Among
Among Us.
Don't you remember what the last game that had a horse in it turned out like? Come on, Master, tell me about the horse from Destiny.
There's
Oh
a
my
horse
God.
in Destiny.
The horse from Drifter is the most important moment in that game.
Wait, there's a horse.
We will fill you in later.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't
For
wanna get
now, I have
into this
another
whole-
question. I'm actually wondering. That was from Aaron the Savior. I'm actually wondering something with Ninjago about the recent events of the series. Where's Pixel? She hasn't been mentioned at all in Dragon's Rising Season 1.
I mean,
hate
they
to break it
mentioned
to you,
her.
Aaron, but she is dead. They did confirm it on Twitter that Pixel is
Not
dead.
true. You're lying.
And she will not be coming back. I'm sorry.
Well, is this
That's
true?
That's so messed up.
That's messed
That
up.
is messed up. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they did
She
mention her in
probably
season
will.
1. Probably show up sometime.
I think that they are being very judicious in how they handle old characters because they don't want to like harsh the vibe of the new people and they don't want to clutter the cast.
Yeah.
You know, I'll put it to you this way. Just think about it like this. Yeah, Pixel hasn't come back yet. but like Jay also hasn't come back yet.
God bless.
Now we have seen Jay.
I'm free.
But like
I
Is
have
he's
Jay
to
not
that
back
guy?
on the team. Dude, Mary hates Jay.
Jay not coming back
Hello?
is really funny.
Yeah.
But also the
So-
way that they have like not brought him back is even better because he's just like Loki from the TV show Loki, and the parallel there is like really bizarre and really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I'm sure we will see Pixel again, but the issue with old Ninjago, I hate saying old Ninjago. It was like last year. The issue with like Ninjago of 2 years ago and then a few years back is too many characters, not enough for the characters to do. So I think the new writers are doing a thing where like they're only gonna bring someone back if there's a purpose
Yeah.
for them to be back.
And it's
And
also,
I
I
think
think,
that is the right way to do it.
with Pixel specifically, she's the inventor, and we have Sora now, which kind of like might be why they're hesitant on bringing her back on the team.
I hate to say it, but yeah. I think the best thing they could do for Pixel, and I'm sorry to any Pixel fans out there, is have her show up, have her reconcile with Zane, have her be like all happy, and then have her like be constantly doing other things elsewhere. You know, it's a big world out there, I'm sure.
I've seen some
Pixel's
people
similar,
have the theory that like Pixel is the administrator, which I think
be
could
funny.
be a fun twist. But yeah.
So it's not that I don't like her, I do very much, and I think she deserves recognition. She is a core member of the team, but there's also just there's too many characters, and I don't want to repeat the mistakes of old. I think we're doing good right now.
We're getting a bunch of Jay hate in the chat.
Yes,
I hate Jay, so I'm
stick
glad
with my
he's
leg.
not back. Banish Jay to the bureaucracy dimension. It's the fate he deserves.
Banish Jay to the Baraki dimension.
The
Oh,
bureaucracy.
deep. Oh, deep from the deep.
That's perfect. Whereas like my leak of like Pit mutated J limited edition.
Oh my god, that's a deep cut reference. Okay.
Also-
I've been thinking about that Brutaka mock for like most of this week.
Why?
It's just incredibly funny.
Also,
Like, all the weird like Bionicle leaks like that, and like the Hero Factory leak of like the cowboy guy for like 3.0.
Yeah,
You guys remember that?
I do. You know that was made by Nick Voss.
yep.
I heard about that, but
It's
like
really cool.
he said that they were like part of a series, but that's the only one we've ever seen, and now I want to know like where are the secret other ones?
What it was just mocks. I'm sure he maybe posted some on his Flickr at some point. I don't know.
Well, like
Then Malone says potential for Agents of Shield podcast on TT.
Dude, it's just about making it. That's the only thing. It's about getting people together, sitting them down, and talking about it. But there's a secret fourth problem with making an Agents of Shield podcast, and that secret fourth problem is getting me to shut up long enough to let other people actually talk.
Let's do a one-man podcast.
That's the struggle, because I could literally talk about Shield for hours and hours and hours on end. I care about all those characters and their arcs, and their arcs are like genius, and then all the supporting characters and all the villains, and then the behind the scenes like studio politics that kind of like screwed it over and prevented it from connecting to the movies, and the thoughts of getting it rebooted in the modern era, but how that used to be a popular request because people wanted to see it acknowledged, but now people don't really want to see it acknowledged anymore because modern Marvel sucks, and most people want it to stay disconnected from modern Marvel because they don't want to tarnish its legacy, but then they also wanted the characters to appear appear in the movies. And then we have the theories about who certain characters are supposed to be based on their like comic portrayals and how like certain characters could be adapted to be different people than you would immediately think they were going to be. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Thank you, Messa. Very cool.
I think Fitz is cool. That's all I've got to say.
Fitz soon.
I like how as soon as Messo's rant finished, someone left like
Yeah,
the,
somebody's
the
like, I'm
channel.
Clearly, I'm a toxic influence.
You've gone too far this time.
We're losing viewers.
Not even I would go that far. Talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
There's something that can make you go that far, Club, though. A couple things, I feel.
Yeah, it's called you mentioned the name Halo Infinite.
Oh man, I love Halo Infinite.
I thought it was gonna be that guy from CSI.
Dude, I love Squeagle.
Oh my god. No.
This canvas is getting full.
It is. I'm just drawing next to you, Meso, because I don't want to encroach on other people. Bolty, you gonna draw more things, or are you done?
No, I've stopped drawing.
You should draw more things.
Oh my
Bolty.
lord. Leon drew
Pikmin is sticking
Pikmin.
Purple picked man.
Mary, come on and draw something. There's an open
No.
space right underneath Husky Ray.
Hard pass.
It's true.
I will continue my character designing. Thank you very much.
If my offer was beneath Husky Raid, I'd pass too.
Your character designs could potentially be next to like one of the artworks of a generation. Me and Kleb losing at Husky Raid.
I am almost done with this set.
What set is it, Meso?
You're finishing a set before a stream.
No! I missed the button.
Gasp.
I'm trying
Oh.
anyway. You know.
What a crazy world we live in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My lord, why did Gallador have to look so cool?
Galudor.
I need to find my Galador sets. They're somewhere.
I wonder.
Yes.
I'm thinking about like high quality Gallador, and I just wonder if it's possible to just like contact the TV network and ask if they have the files sitting around.
Maybe. I doubt the answer would be yes, but like, what do we have to lose
You're so
at this
right.
point?
Could ask Nick Voss, he might know the best way to get high quality episodes.
If anybody would, it would be him.
I should have brought my Spring Gallador back.
Aaron the Savior says, cute Hatsune art.
Thank you.
Also, Sharnak says, banish Jay to the pit. I hope he gets lime green joints. Lucia says, Jay mutates into a CCBS character. Big Chi J.
Big TJ, Big TJ, Big TJ.
Stop.
The delusion has come full circle.
If Lord Ras actually existed in Chima, would you be surprised if there is suddenly another wave of Legends of Chima sets? Yes, I would be very surprised. They did more Legends of Chima sets.
They should just make a wave of Legos of Chima, of Legends of Chima, but put a ninja in one of the sets, and that's it. Like, it's just a Chima wave.
That's a pretty funny idea, Club.
Has Chima like gotten any references in like other sets, like how we, get the red one like once per year?
One moment.
That's a good question, and it's above my pay grade. If anybody would know, it would probably be Paleozoic Bricks. He's like #1 Chima super fan.
I think, wasn't there a Chima symbol in Ninjago City, like the original one? I'm not
Maybe. That seems likely. That set had a lot of references.
Alright, what's the most recent, like, Red One reference?
That would be the recent Lego house
The
set.
Lego House exclusive. Yeah.
Have there been any others that aren't the Red One?
Yes.
There
Yeah.
have been some. There was a Liwa reference not too long ago, shockingly.
Lego
Dear
Friends.
God.
Yeah.
Now,
There was-
granted, it's just Liwa Bada, so it's only 1 degree away on my cynicism scale.
There's the UDD symbol on the hat.
Mm-hmm.
But
There was also the that one mask in the Monkey Kid set.
oh yeah, the
Indiana
Onua
Jones.
mask.
Yeah.
It was the Indiana
Tahu,
Jones.
yeah, the cow. Tahu has unequivocally the most references, but there are a lot of references that aren't him. It's just
All like
they're also
01.
usually 01 references.
Are they,
Yeah.
yeah, they like all matter.
I mean, there
Yeah,
was
that's
the Voya Nui in the Lego City plane,
That was
And-
very surprising.
and
That
there's
was
G2 stuff in the Ninjago City sets.
Clem,
And
do you not remember the?
Leb.
Did you say what? Who said what?
Alti did.
I thought that was you.
Well, I can't believe
Okay.
that we're just like the same
Everybody's
team.
losing it.
There was a Lego
You
City
demon.
passenger plane.
Yep.
And on this passenger plane, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was transporting a band.
I don't know if it's specifically like a free the band thing, but it was just like it shows the flight route and it leads to an island that.
Oh my god.
Let's
No,
see.
I've never heard of this because if there was like a free the band reference, I would have
Just
like
remembered I can draw.
shaved it into the back of my head.
I'm
Yeah,
on
the-
like massive copium. I'm trying to see if like any of the minifigures have like a single musical instrument. Because that's all I need.
There was also a Borok sticker in the Monkey Kid City of Land,
Monkey.
Monkey.
and a Hero
I
Factory
like-
too.
I've like never seen any of these past like the
Okay.
Bionicle fighting game.
Hold the
question
phone.
mark?
Hold the phone.
Holding it.
Hold
It's
it.
held.
Uh, Lego set number 60262. You have this person wearing a shirt with a guitar on it. And
Actually,
in the
that's a
same
shirt with a
set-
cannon on it.
And in the same set, they're heading to Voya Nui. Free the band. Confirm.
But didn't they use the rock yacht?
Rock Yacht. Dude, we love the Rock
So
Yacht.
it's not a plane.
That is
Uh,
literally just Voya Nui.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Did you
Of
think he was
course.
lying?
We're not
No,
beefing,
but,
it was a
no, but
reference.
like I understood like conceptually that it'd be like the shape, but they've even got like the volcano in there that was like the giant red spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was intentional.
All right, well I get that now.
Lego's pretty cool every now and then, Alti. I hate to tell
Are
you.
they really?
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
the little like mech that I got for a $5 was nice.
I'm almost done, and then we can wrap this up. I just have like a few more pieces. Let me finish. I want to say I
You keep
finished the
the
set on the
pieces?
screen.
Slow
I am
builder.
going to
The
keep the
build
pieces.
thing.
Thank you, Liam.
You never actually like established what you were building.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I'm building the Kai mech versus the Wolf Warrior from like the January wave of Dragon
Oh,
Train.
I must not have been here when you said that.
I must
Yeah.
have blacked out like 4 times when you said this.
It was part of the part of when like Lego sent us duplicate sets, so it is thanks to the Ambassador Network.
Yeah.
But I'm building mine so I could eventually do a video where I like make like I turn them into Bionicle characters. That's what I want
What?
to do.
You can turn that one into the red one.
Oh,
You're
so
so
good one.
unfortunately right, Cleb.
Well, actually, you could turn it into the red one or into the earth one, since it's a red mech.
Starnex says, "Are you guys aware there's a search to find the guy who made the Paraka rap? I'm just saying, if you ever wanted a live performance for your wedding, more likely than you think."
Dude, I would kill for
Bro,
How about that, Mary?
No.
Mm.
I will not have these poor old Middle Easterns confused by the Paraka rap, okay?
What's
be
more
funny.
likely, the Paraka rap is performed at your wedding, or you get a once-in-a-lifetime 6-foot-tall brick-built statue of Kalma.
Altair, you
Bro.
for reminding me of the greatest thing that we missed out on.
It's not my fault. You guys literally didn't, like, put enough money in.
No, that's not
not
true. We had all the money.
We did
You
not.
fell asleep.
What are you
fell
talking about?
asleep.
No, I didn't.
We can't even check 'cause that server's gone.
No, what happened was they were beating us by a tenner. I said, "Does anyone have a tenner?" And Messer said, "I'll think about it." And by the time Messer
No.
said that he would give it, the bid was over.
You are wrong.
Dang.
You are incorrect. False. Wrong. Negative.
It ended at a weird time for all of us. I remember that, and we were like, "We trust you, Ulti, in getting this." And you probably asked for more money, but we were all sleeping.
That
So-
might have been what it was.
And the thing is, we still would have paid. Oh no, I did the wrong thing.
Every time I tell someone that story and they think I'm just memeing, and then I have to clarify, like, no, we were actually going to like do it. We were actually like donating money.
Yeah.
It was not a joke.
Who was it? Like, you guys are so stupid. I'm like, it's funny though.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't live in the timeline where that happened.
Dude, you would have been stuck with the funniest thing in your house.
You know, in his
Like-
garage.
It was like 2 months before COVID as well.
Was it? No, I think it was during.
No. It was like, because the whole thing was, I was going to take it to like Brick Fair, but obviously once like lockdown happened, that would never have been on the on the cards. And like
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
before that, I would have just had like the Kalma just like sitting there for like 4 years.
But it would have been a funny
I don't
thing.
see the issue.
Yeah, you would have just been stuck with that, and you would have had to explain it to multiple people. I
But
see.
I
no
won't
issue.
tell anyone when I win the lottery, but then
there
will
will be
be signs.
You can probably go like, if you have enough money, you probably go get it off the other guy because like it just lives in his back garden now. It's like,
How do we
what-
know who he is?
He like all I remember is he like posted a picture of it at some point, and we were like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's the guy, and it's already got like moss growing on it.
Oh, it would have been so much.
Could we reverse engineer the Kalma statue and order the
Realistically.
parts?
I'm sure we could, but that would take a long time. And
Yeah,
also, it's not as funny.
Can we part out a 6-foot-tall Lego statue?
We could do it. It just wouldn't be as funny and nor as practical, nor as lucrative of a business opportunity.
Mm-hmm. That would have been
So
the best part. The
good.
money.
It was like a pure like IRL Ed Netty scheme.
Pissed.
Would you have hit the statue with a baseball bat for like?
It
5
wasn't a
bucks?
regular baseball bat. It was a wiffle ball bat because a baseball bat would have actually shattered it in one hit.
Oh, it's like a pinata.
Yes,
exactly.
it is.
You would get to
Plastic.
keep the piece that you would knock off.
Keep
too.
the peace.
The piece?
Oh my god.
It was all leading to this, fellas. Everything was leading to this.
It
Channel
all
over.
comes together in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Why are you even referencing that? Why are you referencing that stupid tagline?
It's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have it is over.
I'm done drawing my
Yay.
stuff in the corner.
I'm done too. I built the Lego set, guys.
Dude, that's
did
faster
it.
than
Wow.
normal for you. Don't you take like
Get it.
7 hours usually?
Yeah, usually.
Give
But
him
I'm
a
still the
gold
last
star,
one
guys.
done.
It was really funny because like on our trip, he was taking so long building modulars, and I just had to take over at some point
That's
for
awesome.
one
Like
of them.
she finished hers first, and then had to build like half of like my other one.
Don't say half. It wasn't half. It was more than half.
Oh my god.
75%.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm I'm not the fastest. Sakota, you were right. This set is like weirdly cool.
Yeah, I
I did
told
not
you.
expect it to be quite this cool. I'm used to these being awful.
It's the
Just
best
saying.
one. I didn't think it would be my favorite before building them, but it feels really good in hand.
I just think it's well proportioned.
Yeah.
Like it looks very neat. Here, I'll take a picture. I'll send it to the epic people in the Keep the Peace patron chat at patreon.com/yada yada yada. If you too want to see this picture of a set, you could Google right now. Go pledge $1. Join our
Bro.
Patreon Discord. We have funny memes. Okay,
Meso, I have a story to tell.
tell your story.
So every year for the past 2 years, so not really. Me and my grandma build Christmas sets, like the holiday sets that come out on
Yeah.
for Christmas and all that stuff. And they're like $100 sets. And I'm not kidding when I say that she builds those sets faster than you do.
Josh, that is a tragic thing for me to hear, Josh.
So you're saying Meso's a slow grandma.
Well, you know what? At least I savor the experience. All right. Can you say the same?
Yeah, I can.
It's not savoring the experience when we're on a time crunch. Okay.
Real.
All right. Behold my epic pictures. I will say, I think the wolf mech is really janky looking, especially the arms. But
I like it.
You know,
'cause
it
it
works.
looks like it can like be on all fours.
I like the arms. I don't like how the legs are attached. Bit limited.
It kind of reminds me of that one Hidden Side set. What's his name?
Namareem.
Yeah.
We love Namareem.
God.
Your boy, the Harbinger.
I still haven't built that set. Or any
Pedro,
of
what?
them, but I've got a
Build
lot of
it.
Hidden Side sets I need to build.
Build them.
Where'd I put the bus? You just reminded me I have that. So
The bus is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put it. I didn't
The
build
first-
it.
The first Hidden Side set I got was the bus, so I'm very determined that the last set I build has to be the fire truck.
I really wish I could have found the fire truck.
Oh man, I just went crazy when like Hidden Side was getting discontinued and everything was on sale, and I was like, I am just gonna. I think there was a Black Friday sale, and so many of the sets were like really cheap, so I bought like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I don't
and
think
that's why-
did we get the fire truck here, Mesa, in the U.S.?
No, we never did.
Okay,
Not in
that's
stores.
What?
Not in stores. That last wave
Wait,
of
really?
Hidden Side never made
Mhm.
it to U.S. like stores.
Oh wow.
I'm sure it made it to like Lego stores. Maybe. I can't attest to it, but it never made it to Walmart's, Targets. Obviously, Toys R Us weren't a thing at that point. Kohl's, like nada.
This kind
Nothing.
of makes me
Okay.
think of like, you know how they said they were taking Monkey Kid sets out of Lego stores, but then every
Yes.
time I've gone into a Lego store in the UK, they've been there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I've been to a Lego store last week, and they had one Monkey Kid set, which is the May mech, but none of the others, which I found kind of weird. But I think it's cool that they at least had one.
they got something out.
It's such a sad state of affairs with Monkey.
I don't
That's
stock
what I've noticed.
Monkey Kid at all in any Lego stores here, which is weird because we're so close to where they actually do
Yeah.
still distribute Monkey Kid.
I'd expect them to have them there at least. Yeah.
Monkey Kid is
Alright.
a very odd case.
It is. And I'm sad about it because like I want it to be successful, but
I
like
mean,
at
it
the
seems
same
to be
time,
successful in China, but
it's successful enough to keep existing,
yeah.
which I guess is better than most, so we should be grateful.
They're
I'll have a
building-
review coming soon for the Megapolis city, by the way.
Oh,
It's my
nice.
next like project. It'll just be a regular review this time.
You'll get a video from me soon.
I better.
have a lot
You
of
owe me
stuff
like
in it.
4. Oh, or you just do like 1.
I'm gonna do like one and then one separate because one
Just
of them
don't have a
doesn't fit.
weirdly sped up intro this time.
I need to talk to my cousin about that. All right, dude.
What
thing is, like-
heck?
Don't worry about it, Clem. Don't worry about
All
it.
right, I finished my set. It's a really cool set. I would recommend. Thank you again to the Lego Ambassador Network for that. And you guys, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal artistry. I see the little chopper, but
Little chopper.
I think it might be about time we wrap up.
Where's the bird?
What say you
focused on
guys,
top
or do you
line,
want to
looking
finish
at
the?
low.
Do you want to finish the art first?
I'm done. to be honest.
There's like a giant like square in the middle that's someone's lair that I can't draw around.
What was that?
I think that was yours, Leo.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry. That might have been me. I'm very sorry.
That's why I
Can
started
get rid of
drawing over
that?
here.
Can I get rid of
Yeah,
that? I'm sorry. dude.
I started like putting my speech bubble there and was very concerned when it wasn't appearing.
Yeah,
I never fixed it. I'm sorry.
no, it's
You
okay.
can just drag your like layer above Leo's and draw over it.
I didn't think of that, but thank you.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go back to my corner.
Oh,
Oh,
I see
Oh,
someone has
God.
joined. Someone has joined in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Oh.
who's that? Oh my god.
Oh,
Boy, LJ.
Of course.
LJ cameo.
LJ drawing cameo.
Someone start drawing stink lines around it.
Oh, you knew that. Clem. You're probably better than us. dude.
Everyone's like getting
Thank you all too.
Thought we wouldn't notice.
Oh,
Ow.
man.
This design's so ugly.
All right. If you guys want to keep drawing, we can. We don't have to end. Mary, you're free to leave to get food if you want to.
Dude, I'm starving.
I'm done.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
done.
happy to wrap up. I've drawn all the villains I needed to.
This is a pretty impressive roster, guys.
Yeah, it
Well
looks
done.
really good.
The Luffy was supposed to be my warm up, and then I just kind of went with it.
Yeah,
Respect.
it looks great.
This was fun. You guys did very well. Thank you for fun vibes and fun chats.
Yeah.
All right. AJ, outro us.
Oh, I'm doing this again? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night. I'm going to bed now.
And this was and thank you guys. We successfully kept the peas. Thanks for watching.
This was a stream.